I think you're crazy if you buy things full price. $50 of just free money. I know how to hack the system. I'm the deal queen for a reason. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm sitting down just chatting with you guys one-on-one. We have a very exciting topic that we're going to talk about today, and that is how I save money shopping and how I build my dream wardrobe without going broke or racking up any debt. These tips have helped me save so much money and actually love every piece in my closet. I feel like I am at the point where I don't have just like random pieces sitting in my closet that I've never worn or that I never actually wear. This is my first time using this mic in a talking YouTube video, so hopefully it's okay. It's not the best quality, but I thought it would be nice to just have a little mic while I talk to you guys. I want to give you guys a little backstory and some tea on kind of how I started to build my wardrobe and my financial status, because I feel like that's super important when you're talking about something like this. Now, these tips, they're not going to be for everybody. If you're in a situation where clothing and fashion is not a priority in your life and food and living costs is, this video is not going to be for you. But when I first moved to Miami and I had my first corporate job, I literally had one pair of like work pants, two tops, and like a jumpsuit that I could wear to the office, and I would just rotate them every single week, and I was like wearing the same thing because I couldn't afford to buy new clothes. And up until that point, I couldn't afford to buy any clothes. I was living at home and I was basically wearing sweatpants every day, or I was shopping at like Plato's Closet. I feel like I had a pretty decent wardrobe when I was in college. I was going out a lot and I racked up a lot of cute like going out clothes. After college, I gained 30 pounds. I was recovering from an eating disorder and I gained 30 pounds, I think, in like 2 months, which led me to clean out my entire closet. I couldn't fit into any of my clothes anymore, so I literally had to get rid of everything. After like a year, the weight kind of naturally fell off while I was in recovery and I was getting my body back to balance and into like a healthy state. And so now I was a completely different body weight and I still wasn't fitting into any of the clothes I had. And so I literally had to start over. And I feel like that's worth sharing because I feel like that's kind of a unique story and kind of why I had to actually build my wardrobe from scratch. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. Okay, the first tip might seem a little obvious, but this is going to be to only shop sales. Now, that's during sales and items that are on sale. I can probably count on one hand the amount of things that I've bought in full price clothing wise. I am always getting my clothes on sale. I think you're crazy if you buy things full price when you can literally just save money and have money in your wallet. So as you know, there's always seasonal sales. So that's Black Friday, Christmas time, springtime, summertime. But they're actually way more often than you think. Like we just had Memorial Day a couple weeks ago, and I cannot tell you how many stores were having like huge sales, like 25, 30% off. And this applies to like any brands. I'm gonna mainly focus on like clothing, fashion, and like building your wardrobe, but makeup especially, like a lot of makeup brands have sales, and I know the girlies love a Sephora sales event. It happens twice a year. What a lot of people don't realize is these brands almost always have a sale running on their branded website. For example, One Size by Patrick Starr, obviously he has his own website. You can either get like 15% off just by signing up for texts, or you can go on his website while he's having a sale. I think he just did like 20 or 25% off for Memorial Day weekend. And this applies to like every makeup brand. You don't have to only shop at Sephora and Ulta. A lot of people don't realize you can actually just go directly to the brand's website, and a lot of the times they have great sales, sometimes even bigger than the Sephora sales event. When I was building my corporate wardrobe, I mainly focused on building a capsule wardrobe, which is going to be like my biggest recommendation when you're building your dream wardrobe, is to start with the basics. I think anybody is going to tell you this, to build a capsule wardrobe, because what you're doing is you're building a foundation in your wardrobe, and then you're going to be able to incorporate trendy pieces or accessories and things like that to dress up these basics or just add in for fun. It's so important to start with the basics, and it's gonna take a while. Obviously, everyone has a different budget, but what I recommend the most is to invest in your basics. I know it's hard to hear. A lot of people don't want to spend, $30 on a nice t-shirt, but when you're going to Shein and you're spending $5 on a basic t-shirt that gets ruined in the wash after one wear, and then you're repurchasing that t-shirt, you're actually spending more money repurchasing it, and you're still getting really, really low quality clothing. One of my favorite brands to shop at for basics, for office wear, and for just building a capsule wardrobe is Abercrombie. I feel like Abercrombie definitely had like this big comeback recently in the last couple years, but that brand was so quintessential when I was building my corporate. Not only do they have great basics, but they always have sales. I would say at least like every other week, they're running 20% off, 25% off. The sales are always different, but they're always good. And if you sign up for their rewards or like their loyalty club, whatever, it's completely free. You just literally make an account and you get free shipping on any orders. And after a certain amount of points, they start to give you rewards. So I can't even tell you how many times I would get like $10 rewards, multiple $10 rewards, 20% off coupons. I wish I had screenshots from some of the orders I placed because I would stack so many coupons that I would end up getting like over 50% off my order. I'm not kidding. Like you can stack as many coupons as you want on Abercrombie, which is really nice. A lot of the times influencers have 15% off. Those are stackable. So I really, really recommend Abercrombie. The quality is amazing. All the pieces that I bought over 2 years ago, I still have. Those basics I still have and I still wear, and they're still in great shape. Aritzia is also a great one. I know that one is definitely on the pricier end, and they tend to not run a lot of sales. I think a couple times a year, but their basics are really, really, really good if you can get your hands on them, and they're definitely worth it. The next tip that I have is going to be Honey, which I feel like a lot of people know about. I feel like a lot of people are sponsored by Honey, and so they'll plug that. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was. It's actually an incredible extension to have on your browser. Like, I have saved so much money. There's no games or gimmicks with this. It's genuinely just a software that basically searches for coupon codes across the internet and will apply them to your cart. I remember when I was younger, I would be on like Retail Me Not, or those websites, like just like promocodes.com, and I would always be like looking for promo codes. But now they have Honey, which is great because it does all of that for you. If you're not familiar with Shopify, Shopify is also its own app. I love Shopify because it tracks all the orders that you place, so you can basically like track all of them at once. I didn't realize, like, okay, you know how Honey offers like cash back? Everything offers cash back, but you never really see it, and I never really pay attention to it. Miss Girl, I just redeemed like $50 in shop cash the other day. I had no idea. Like, I always knew that it was, it would always tell me that it was like cash back and things like that, but I would never really pay attention to it. But no, like, that is so insane. Like $50 of just free money. They also always have deals. So if you go on their app, then they'll have like 20% off this store, or $5 off of like your order of $20 or more. And sometimes they have like really crazy sales. So it's just like a hack. It's like people don't know about this stuff, but if you actually go digging, you can save so much freaking money online. I know how to hack the system. I'm the deal queen for a reason. The next tip I want to talk about is shopping online versus in person. Online, you're always going to have better sales. In my opinion, I live very close to the Brickell City Center, which has a ton of shops. We have a Zara, an Abercrombie, Victoria's Secret, you name it. And I love going to window shop. I love going into the Abercrombie and trying on the new pieces, but they never have the same sales going on that they do online. And I do think that they'll price match it for you. I know one time they didn't. And so I just want to call that out. Like, if you are a type of person that loves to shop in person, go online first, see what's out there, see what you like, add a bunch of things to your cart, then go in person. Try those things on, make sure you find the right size, the color, whatever, and then just go home and order it online and use the discount, use Honey, use Shopify, use the promo codes that are on their website. This is a big tip because I just noticed personally when I go shopping, a lot of the times I'll find things that I really love and I'll really want to buy it in the moment, but I pause and I'm like, I can get this for so much cheaper online. So I literally just go home and order it and I save the money. It's so worth it. The next one is customer service. So I feel like we all know how amazing Amazon customer service is. If you receive an item that you don't like or there's an issue, they are so quick to just give you a refund without requesting a return, which is crazy. Do not abuse that service, please. Don't abuse it. Don't ruin it for all of us. I really only use that obviously when it's called for. The reason I'm shouting customer service out is because a lot of people just don't put in the effort to follow up with orders that they're not satisfied with, or if they have any shipping issues or anything like that. And I count my dollars, okay? You will not see a single charge on my bank account that I have no idea what it's for. I watch my money. I know where every dollar goes. You should be like that too. That's going to save you money. That is a really good habit to have. I want to call this out because I've saved so much money and I've received so many like offers, like promo codes, discounts just from customer service as compensation or as an apology if something did go wrong with my order. Most of the time, customer service can be very, very generous and very helpful. If you ever have like an issue while you're shopping or if you have an issue with your order, reach out to customer service, ask if there's anything they can do, and most of the time they will compensate you or give you a discount for your next order. I kind of talked about this one a little bit already, but just like points and loyalty systems. I know Ulta has like an incredible reward system, a lot better than Sephora, that's for sure. But signing up for reward systems is always worth it and you can always cancel. Like, I don't know if this is bad advice, but for example, like Kiehl's will always have 25 or 30% off. That's where I get all of my skincare from. And it's pretty expensive. So I only buy it when it's on sale. And sometimes I'll just like sign up for texts and then get the discount and cancel it and then sign up again. So I don't know if that's like bad advice, but it saves me a lot of money. So now I'm going to get into more like intentional shopping and kind of circle back to building a capsule wardrobe and a wardrobe full of quality. One thing that has saved me a lot of money that isn't just discount and promo codes is just intentional shopping and avoiding buying trendy pieces. Oh my gosh, you guys, the amount of trends that are out that continually come out too, it's crazy. And these influencers are constantly pushing them. As cute as it might look online and your favorite influencer making her TikTok in her NYC outfit with all these crazy funky pieces that look so cool. If that is not your style and you're not consistently thrifting or buying pieces to match that style, you're not going to wear the piece that you bought off her link. I'm sorry, you're just not going to. It's a waste of money. That trend is probably going to be out in a couple months, and then you're going to be left with a piece in your wardrobe that you never wear and money that you can't get back. So many times I will be online shopping, honestly, just for fun, and I'm on places like Addicted or White Fox. I love shopping on White Fox. There's super trendy pieces that I genuinely like, and I'm like, this would be good for going out. Technically, I don't really go out anymore because I don't drink, so it's not like I'm going out. When I was in college, I had a bodysuit and a crop top for every occasion, okay? But now, when I see like a lace bustier or like corset that's super trendy and cute, God, that'd be a perfect going out top. Bitch, you don't go out. And you're probably never gonna wear that. And so I kind of just like save it to my wish list, come back to it, and most of the time I'm like, yeah, I don't need this. I should focus more on like building basics. I just would avoid buying trendy pieces, especially if you're on a budget, especially if you're trying to build like a capsule wardrobe and you're trying to start from scratch. Don't just jump into the trends. Like, give yourself time. You can buy into trends when you have the financial freedom and money to do so. That's totally fine. Just be smart about it. Prioritize basics, prioritize quality, and then you can shop for trends. It's nice to have a unique piece every once in a while, of course, like especially accessories, but stop shopping on Shein. Stop buying the trendy pieces from Addicted. Like, it's just not worth it. One of my favorite ways to kind of like make sure that I'm getting the right pieces or good quality I use TikTok as a search engine. Say there's a piece from Abercrombie that I'm looking at and it's a seamless bodysuit, okay? I go to TikTok, I type in Abercrombie seamless bodysuit. There's gonna be at least 20 influencers who are trying on that bodysuit in different bodies and different sizes and different colors that I can see on a real actual human instead of a model. And that is ultimately gonna influence my decision to tell if it actually looks good on a real person. Not that models aren't real, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of studio lighting and editing. Using like TikTok, even YouTube as a search engine to look up the clothes that you want to buy if they're online and you don't have the chance to try them on yourself in person. That is going to save you a lot. I mean, say you order something, you get in the mail and you hate it, and you're probably going to have to send it back. Sometimes you have to pay shipping costs. I can't tell you how many times people have like gawked at me for returning clothes. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. People just like don't return their clothes that they order and they don't like. Like, I remember this one time I was literally crashing out because I had ordered something from Pretty Little Thing. It was like 2 tops, and I accidentally sent it to my address where I lived in college. It had like already gotten delivered and I couldn't get it, obviously. There's nothing they could do at that point. And so it was just basically like $50 gone out of my pocket. And this was when I had like $100 to my name. Like, I had no job. I was living at home. I was like so broke. And my friend looked at me like, you're going through all that to get that money back? She's like, oh my God, I would never do that for $50. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're just okay with losing $50? Like, I know people that will literally just like order a bunch of clothes from Shein, and if they don't like them, they just like throw them out. I'm just like, it kills me. It kills me. It kills me. Go the extra mile, please. Like, pack your shit up. Take it to the post office. I promise it is not that hard. Make a little errand out of it, okay? I love walking to my post office down the street. It gets me out of the house. It makes me feel like I checked a task off my list. Like, don't be one of those people that just like wastes your money just because you don't feel like returning something. And I feel like if you're watching this video and you're trying to save money, you're probably not, but you'd be surprised how many people are. I heard a good rule about like if you are buying something over $100 to wait 24 hours or like 24 to 72 hours. I think that's a great rule because I'm guilty of impulse shopping still. Like, just now I was on BK Beauty and I was like adding all these brushes to my cart, like, oh, Nikki LA Rose uses this one and I need this one. And then I was like, you don't really need this, and I need to like take a step back and breathe and like come back to this tomorrow because like I'm getting way too excited and wrapped up. And yeah, I was right. I definitely don't need like half of those brushes I had in my cart. I think that concludes it for all the tips that I have for you guys today. To sum it all up, never buy anything full price. Always look out for a sale. Shop intentionally, invest in your basics, invest in a capsule wardrobe, and you will thank me later. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below what tip you liked the best. Let me know what videos you want to see next. I feel like I have a little friend group like going on right now, and I just am so grateful for everybody that is watching my videos, that found my channel, and is taking time out of your day to engage with my content. So it means the absolute world to me. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.